Hi everyone, it's Mike and
Ravin.
And we're here with our daughter
Khalessi.
To play Stuffy Fables. Well, it's called Stuffed Fables, and it's a game for kids of all ages, and it's has lots of story and miniatures, and Khalessi's going to help us here today and play?
Yep.
Okay. So what's cool about this game, the game board is actually a storybook, and you play inside of the book for the actual missions. And these are the miniatures we're going to be using today. We get a choice to pick which one of the teddy bears or the elephant, a bunny, and I think that's a... You're using the teddy bear?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it starts off with the big girl bed. So Raven's going to read the story about what's happening with this one.
Okay. Mommy and Daddy exchanged nervous glances as they watched their little girl climb into her new big girl bed. It was a beautiful bed of purple and blue, with a fancy headboard, and the little girl had fallen in love with it the moment she first saw it. They had brought it home in a big box, and Daddy spent the afternoon in the garage assembling it. She had napped in it a couple of times already, but this was the first night it would replace her crib. Mommy cried a little that day when Daddy took the crib apart. The little girl felt strangely sad, too, when she watched Daddy pack the crib away in the attic. But she was a big girl now, and this was a big girl's bed. Her parents tucked her in, and Daddy stroked her hair while Mommy, with a lump in her throat, sang a sweet little bedtime song. When they tiptoed away, they left the bedroom door cracked open, and inside the room everything grew still. The little girl's breathing slowed. The kitty clock on the wall tick-tocked. Tick-tock. One by one, all the lights in the house went out, and soon Mommy and Daddy were in bed. Tick-tock. Theodora Stuffins sat on the new big girl bed, and giving a stretch, marveled at her surroundings. What had happened to the crib? She rubbed her glass eyes and leaned over to make sure the little girl slept soundly. "Where are we, Thea?" asked a droopy voice. "Where did all the bars go?" Lumpy the stuffed element looked around with anxious concern. "I don't know, Lump," said Theodora. "It was like this when I woke up." "I'm scared," Lumpy whispered. Flops landed between the two of them with a giggle, her long ears flying all around. "I like it," Flops declared. "It's nice and bouncy." "Flops," hissed Theodora. "Knock off all the jumping. You know better." "So it has happened at last," said Stitch. They turned to see the frayed old-timer hobble towards them. Stitch had already served under the girl's mother during her growing years. He had a limp and mismatched button eyes, but the others dearly loved the wise old doll. "What has happened, Mr. Stitch?" asked Theodora. "This is it," said Stitch. "This is what we signed up for. Before now we were merely companions, our young charge protected by the magic of her crib, but tonight she sleeps in a big girl bed, and so at last our service begins in true. He will come for her, and we will protect her." "Who will come, Mr. Stitch?" Crepitus, the Nightmare King. He will send his minions for this sweet child, and only we will be able to protect her." The very thought of it made the old doll puff his chest in pride. "Crepitus," wondered Theodora. "I didn't think he was real." "Could we pay someone else to do it?" whispered Lumpy. "Much safer that way." "I think it might be wise," Stitch suggested, "to split up and search the house for provisions. Thea?" "I trust your advice on this, Mr. Stitch," said Theodora. "Let's do it. Gather the discovery cards for this story, and without looking at them, place them in a face-down stack near the play area. Note, in this story, Piggle and Lionel are not available for the player to choose as for Stuffy. You've not met them yet."
And then we go to page 5, section 5.1. So there's always a little story before the missions to talk about what's going on and little lessons and stuff.
Daddy,
So
you said this Mew was playing too.
yeah, oh, Mew. Okay, so Mew's playing too. Khalessi's got her Stuffy coming to play too. Mew's coming. Okay, so that's a good option if you're going to bring your Stuffies to play the game too. So we're going to start collecting our characters and getting the game set up first. Okay.
One by one, the Stuffies slid off the bed and tiptoed out of the room, being careful not to make a sound. But as they moved through the dark house, an ominous purple glow began to form underneath the big girl bed. and from out of that glow came long, spidery legs. Each player looks through the item deck for a weapon card of her choice with the keyword kitchen or study and equips it.
So we've already picked our characters, and we got our weapons here too. So Khalessi's going to use Theodora, painted them up like Winnie the Pooh, and she picked the wooden spoon. And then Raven's going to use Lumpy, and she picked the meat mallet. I picked Stitch, and he has the kitchen knife. And then Khalessi's Stuffy. Who are you using, Khalessi?
You picked Flops.
Flops, and Flops is using what one, Khalessi? What weapon are you using?
Archery set.
Archery set? Okay. So now that we're geared up, we're going to read the next part of the story.
Okay. Freshly provisioned, the Stuffies return to the little girl's bedroom, but as they push the door open, a frightening scene has revealed to them. Scuttling around the room were minions with a multitude of spidery legs. That's a lot of M words. And yet these were no spiders. Their bodies were as large as house cats, and they made their home in the heads of old baby dolls. The Crawlies have come early, gasped Stitch. Look at the light, exclaimed Theodora, pointing at the eerie purple glow. They're coming from under the bed. Do you want me to read the setup part?
Yeah, we can set it up too.
Okay, grab a number of Crawly figures and their cards equal to the number of Stuffies in play. Place any one Crawly on the space on the bed marked with those two symbols, and place the other Crawlies on spaces adjacent to that Crawly. Place the Crawly cards face up in the column next to the sideboard. Each player places her Stuffy figure on or adjacent to the spaces marked with I believe they're little paw prints, right?
Yeah, so we'll set that up now. Okay.
Okay, starting with the bookkeeper and proceeding to the left. Players will take turns until all the Crawlies have been defeated or all the Stuffies have collapsed. Learn core rule player turn on page 8 of the rulebook or scan the QR code. If at the end of the player turn, the threat track has a number of dice on it equal to the number of Crawlies still in play, the Crawlies will take a turn. When the minions have been defeated, each Stuffy gains 1 heart.
So, everybody's set up. We got the Crawlies on the board, everyone's characters. We picked all our weapons, and everybody starts with 5 stuffing. That's like their hit points. So if they get hit, they lose stuffing. And then all the spawns go over here on the sideboard. And if we get a certain amount of threat dice, which are the black dice, they get to activate. So there's a little information cards that help to tell you what you do on each turn. So Khalessi is going to go first. So the first thing you do is draw 5 dice. So you want to pick 5 dice, Khalessi? Which 5 are you going to pick?
1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect.
Okay, and there's different colors of dice, and each dice can do something different. So the white dice, you can search for stuffing if you want. The blue dice are attribute dice. They can do certain things too. And then the yellow dice you can use for searching. But you can use any dice to do moving or other actions too. So, Khalessi, what do you want to do with your dice first?
Move.
You want to use that one? You want to move? Okay, so you can move 6. So where do you want to move 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there? Okay. And you got 4 more dice that you can use too.
Okay, I'm going to use this to search the room.
Okay. No, you have to use the yellow ones to search the room. So
Oh, okay.
you already used the yellow one to move.
Okay. Can I move again?
Yeah, you can move again.
6.
And you can't go over the green unless you use a green dice, the solid lines. So we can't go over the green yet.
I'm just trying to circle those.
Okay. Now you have 3 more dice. What one do you want to do? Do you want to search for stuffing with the white ones at all?
Yes, I'm gonna set this.
Okay, so you have to roll higher than the amount of stuffing you have. 2. No. Do you want to try to get more stuffing again?
Yeah, that's just because I dropped it.
4. Oh, because you have 5 stuffings, so we don't get any stuffing with
That one
those.
might be a little tricky for now.
Yeah, I just dropped it.
Okay, so, and then what do you want to do with the last blue
I'm gonna
dice?
move from my last action.
1, 2, 3. Right there?
Haha.
Okay.
The spiders cannot cross the green line yet.
The spiders can cross the green line if they're up there.
Okay.
And you can attack people that's next to it or adjacent or diagonal you can move to.
Okay, that was what I was just about to ask you.
Okay, so Lumpy's going to go next.
Okay, so I should put these back in the bag?
Nope, once you use the dice, they go on the side until they're all used up.
So I'll just put those over there. I'm gonna pick 5.
Ah, one fell off here.
I'm gonna pick 1, 2,
Lucky.
3, 4,
Let's get a green one.
5. No, no green.
So you picked up these 5 dice,
Yep.
and what is Lumpy going to do?
Lumpy's gonna I wasn't sure what the colors did. Lumpy's gonna move towards the bed.
Okay, so you want to use the purple dice can be substituted for any color.
Okay.
So you can use them for green, red, yellow, blue.
So he'll
Right.
use one of the purples to move.
Okay, so let's see where Lumpy goes. 4. So Lumpy's going to go.
I
1.
want Lumpy.
You want to move Lumpy? 1. Okay,
Yep.
where's Lumpy going to go? Khalessi? 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then
I'm trying to get us all towards the bed.
you want to get to bed? Yeah, because we're going to be all the crawlies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to do next?
Okay. He's diagonal from one of the crawlies right now.
Yeah.
Can he attack on a diagonal?
Okay, so you can't attack over any of the solid lines, so you'd actually have to climb up onto the bed.
And I need a green dice to climb up, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
but you can use the purple dice to use as any color. So do you want to use the purple dice to
Yep.
climb up on the bed?
Yeah, let's
Do
do
you wanna
that.
roll the dice,
Because I
Khalessi?
have a purple.
4. So where do you want to move? Do you want to move them right next to the crawly too? That one? You have to go close to them if Mummy's going to hit with the meat mallet. So she has to be right next to them. 1, 2, that one? Or that one? Okay.
That one.
And then,
Now, because I have those 2 red dice, I'm going to attack him.
okay, so
Come on, Lumpy.
1 sec. The crawly has 5 hit points. Okay? So you have to roll higher than a 5. 5. And the meat mallet gets, let's hit there for a second, gets +1. When performing a melee attack, add 1 to the die result. So you actually got a 6. After this stuffing defeats a minion, using this weapon, gain 1 stuffing. Because I think they explode in stuffing.
Cool.
So you beat the square, crawly. Boom. Good job. Let's see.
Boom, boom, boom. Wait, I think I should make a little glue base with some.
Stuffing? Yeah, maybe we
With
can make
some
that next
stuffing?
time. You can make a stuffing glue base.
That's a good idea.
No, I'm just gonna cover it in glue and pretend it's a stuffing explosion.
Stuffing explosion.
That's
We
a
got
good
enough
idea.
stuffies in here to use stuffing. Okay, so you got 1 stuffing because it exploded with the meat mallet, and you get 1 button for beating a,
Yay, Lumpy.
Minion? and we got rid of 1 of the crawlies. Ugh, you fell over. Okay, so you got 2 more things you can do.
Okay, so what do you think, Khalessi? Should Lumpy attack again because he's got a red, another red?
You want to try to attack that crawly with the meat mallet?
I think Mummy should wait till her next turn, so I think she should move.
Do you want to move with the white one then?
Yes.
Because you can save a dice for next turn too in the storage area.
That's a good idea.
But
So
you're going to move.
We'll
1
move. Maybe move 1.
over here. Do you want to try to attack that one though with Lumpy?
No, I want to move Mummy down here.
Move back.
Move back. Okay.
And then we'll save the red one for next turn.
Okay. So put the red dice right here. So then you can use that for saving.
So it doesn't attack Mummy close.
That's a good idea.
Okay. So now it's Stitch's turn. So I'm going to pick 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. So I drew a black dice, which is a threat dice. So when you draw a black dice, they go over here, And then when this gets to the amount of minions that's on there, the minions get to go. So we're okay right now. So the first thing that Stitch is going to do is use the white dice to move. And I rolled 3. 1, 2, 3. And he goes there. The next thing Stitch is going to do is you can use the green dice to crawl up on the bed. What's up, Khalessi?
But if that lands on it, you're going to get in trouble, so I think you should save it.
I'm going to try to go up there, though, and try to get them with my red dice. So I'm going to go up on the bed. 4. So I'll go 1, 2, right there.
Okay.
Okay. And then I have red dice. Let's try to get that crawly. So you want to roll it, Khalessi? 5. Good job again. And you get +1, so it's 6. So we got it.
I always get a 5.
Once per page, this weapon can be used as a ranged weapon with a range of 4. Oh, I guess you can throw the... Let's do it. Cool. But we beat that.
Kaboom.
Crawly. Good job.
Well, because the weapon the model has kind of looks like a spear, right? So it sort of goes with them, right?
Yeah. So we beat a crawly.
I don't know if it's a knitting needle or what it is.
Get a
I think it's
button.
a knife, actually.
Yeah,
It's
that he has.
kitchen knife.
Yeah.
So we got a button for getting the minion,
It's
and we got 2 crawlies left. One's the leader, so he has 6 hit points though,
Ah,
and one has 5
that'll
left.
be a tough one.
So I got 1 more dice left. Do you think we should store that one, Khalessi?
Yes.
Okay, so let's store.
Put it in here.
Okay, and now it's Mew's turn. What's Mew? Oh, Mew got to draw 5 dice. Mew wants to pick
Okay.
5.
I'm going to help you a little bit.
Okay.
I think he's going to...
Take that bit.
Go head first into the dice bag. There we go.
1,
His arms are a little small. We might need help.
2, 3.
I think he can pick one up with his foot. No, he can't.
Okay.
Oh, I got a yellow one.
4, 5. Nice. And we got 1 red dice. So we got 2 on there now. So they'll activate after you go. Okay?
So I'm going to put Mew back here.
Okay. So you got 4 things that Mew can do. And Mew has a ranged weapon, so he can use green dice to attack. When performing a ranged attack, add 2 to the die results.
But Mew is going to save this one for his next turn. Wait, he's only got 4 dice.
Yeah, because we had to put one over on the threat board over here.
Because he
Okay.
picked a black one.
Yeah.
Mew,
So maybe we'll save that one for... And it doesn't say how far they can shoot. When performing an attack, add 2 to green dice. I believe it was ranged weapons. Yeah, let's see.
okay.
Ranged. A ranged attack works just like a melee attack, except the stuffy must be equipped with a ranged weapon. A ranged attack uses green dice, and the attack may cross solid colored lines. So you can shoot over the lines too.
Cool.
To target a minion that is a number of spaces away from the attacking stuffy, use the weapon's range. Oh, it says there, ranged weapon 6. So you can go 6. You can shoot far away with that with Mew.
But first,
So yeah, 6 is really far.
I'm going to roll for Mew to move. 1,
Un-
2, 3.
Okay, where was he? He was over here?
No,
Right.
he was here.
Okay, so he can go 1, 2, 3. He can't go that far yet. Okay, and what else does Mew want to do next?
Okay. He is going to attack.
He has to be 6 away though. How far is he away? Can you count the squares?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So he has to move up 1 more. Do you want to use a different dice to move up?
This one.
5, so you can move up. 1.
I'm
Just-
only moving
Yeah,
one.
because you're 6 away, right? Okay, so you're going to shoot the crawly?
Yep.
And you're going to shoot the one that has 5, right?
I'm going to shoot the one that has 6.
Yeah, okay, so then you'll have to roll to beat 6.
Oh my goodness!
Good job.
You're rolling
I
really
got
good.
+2!
We're going to have to bring you to
I
play
got
with it.
8! I got 8!
You got 8? When performing a ranged attack, add 2. Yep, you got 8. You beat the boss.
Yeah, start calling you high roller.
I remember Kiwa kept getting so many lucky ones.
Yeah.
Cool, so you
Some
beat
people
the
are
boss
lucky
guy.
with dice.
So,
Can
you got a button too?
I pick a button?
You want to pick, is a blue button okay?
No, I'm gonna go.
You want to pick the color?
Okay, so-
you pick the color.
You pick the color button you want, Khalessi.
I want an orange button.
You want an orange one? Okay, so you got to put it on
Mew.
Mew's card.
I'm gonna get me the orange button.
And I'm going to check later too. I think if you beat a boss, you get a heart too. But I'll check that rule after too. Because we're almost done this one. So, the boss is gone. There you go. And now,
This is a new face.
you got one more dice. What do you want to do with that one dice? Do you want to save it for next turn? Or do you want to move? What are you doing with it?
Moving.
Okay, so moving 2. 1, 2. Good job, Mew. So this goes over here.
Disqualified. My turn.
Okay, so now the Crawly gets to go. So when the Crawly and the minions go, you roll a dice and you see what they do.
Can I roll the dice?
You want to roll to see what the minion's doing? So there's a Crawly. 2. So we got to check here. So between 1 and 3, rush. So they move up to 6 and they shoot from 1 away and it does 3 damage. So he'll move towards the closest Stuffy.
Which is him.
1, 2. There.
That's why I moved you back.
I know.
Yeah, and he does 3 damage. So Stitch, I'm going to see to roll, see if I get higher than it. Nope.
You both got the same
Yeah,
amount.
and I believe I take 1 damage. I'll have to check with how much damage you take after that too. When they attack.
Okay, check if I get a heart. Check if he gets a heart.
Yep, so I think he loses 1 stuffing because I blocked 2 of them. Okay, so let's go back in. Okay, and now it goes.
It's Khalessi's turn, I think, right?
Yeah, it goes to Theodora. So
1,
Uh-oh.
2, 3, 4. Hopefully I don't get another one. 5. That was super lucky I didn't get another
okay,
one.
so but he's gonna go after the turn. So what would you like to do?
So I am going to move away, obviously.
2,
1.
1, 2. Okay, okay. So he moves away, and then you have those dice to do stuff too.
I'm going to keep moving him away from the koala.
Okay, so which way are you gonna go?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And I'm going to save this one for next turn. And I'm going to move with this one.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
He's going that way.
It's taken off.
I'm going back to start.
I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so now it's.
Now it's Mommy's turn.
Okay, let's.
Khalessi, you want to pick
You want to pick
some
the
dice
5
for me?
dice?
Okay.
Oh, wait, the Crawly gets to go. So let's see what the Crawly does.
Oh my god.
You already got Mommy.
Crawly rolls 3, so he's going to rush. So he's already close to Stitch, and he does 3 damage. So he has no dice stored, so he takes 3
Oh my
damage.
goodness.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Do any of those dice heal?
You can do certain things. You can encourage people to try to give them stuffing too. That's one of the abilities that you can do.
Theodore's
Oh, we
found.
That goes here. Okay, so you got 1 green dice.
Let me see. 2 green dice.
And don't forget, Mommy's got 1 stored too.
Yep. No, 2. Nice. Okay, so he'll go
Oh my goodness.
next turn. So, do you want to try to? We should go beat that last Crawly because if we beat the last Crawly, we beat the mission.
Yep, Mommy's gonna go. I don't have a ranged weapon, so I gotta move a little closer.
So, do you want to
Okay.
use the green dice?
Use a green dice to move.
Okay. 1. You can move right up.
Exactly the right spot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to use the meat mallet to attack?
Yep, Mommy's
Now
gonna
another thing you can do is you can roll 2 of the same dice to add up to what you need. So you need to get up to 5. Do you want to roll 2 dice? And you can use the purple dice also as anyone. You want to roll all 3? There you go. So how much
many
we got?
did I get?
So let's add
So
up.
let's add it
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got,
I way beat that thing.
Yeah.
and you add +1 because of the mallet. So you actually got 13. After this Stuffy defeats a minion, yeah, you gain 1 stuffing. So he explodes in stuffing, and we gain another stuffing,
I think you should give that to Daddy.
And then you also got a button.
So we all got a button except me this round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I? You said something about encourage. Can I use my
Well,
last
we've
dice
already
to...
beat all the minions. So, when all the minions have been defeated, each Stuffy gains 1 heart. So we each gain 1 heart.
I think Mew's supposed to get 2. Mew defeated the boss, so I think he's supposed to get 2.
I don't know.
4. Okay, so everybody gets a heart for beating the hit. And hearts are used to do some of their skills later on. Each character has different skills. Like flops, you can use a heart to dodge. Use this ability before rolling a green die to defend with flops. Double the value of your die. So each character gets certain different abilities they can use their
What
hearts for.
ability
Yeah.
do I have?
You got a few of them. You can do persevere, choose a Stuffy, remove 1 or more status cards. They can do a couple different things. But Mommy and Daddy can help you pick some of the skills and stuff.
Use this ability when a player was whatever that is.
Attribute dice. That player may re-roll 1 or more of those dice. So you can help people re-roll dice with Theodora.
Cool.
She likes to help people.
That's nice.
Can I do it with?
Well, we've beat the mission so far, so we're going to do cleanup and figure out about stuff.
I gotta go now.
So we beat all the minions. So now it says go to section 5-3. So do you want to read that, Raven?
Yep. The Crawleys fought back, but only half-heartedly, appearing to be more interested in stealing random items throughout the bedroom. Don't let them take a single thing, declared Theodora. But 2 Crawleys slipped back under the bed, carrying a comb and a single sock. The Stuffies fought bravely, but they could not keep odds and ends from being smuggled into the purple glow. Flop saw Crawley dragging away the little girl's beloved baby blanket. It was too much to bear. "Oh, no, you don't," she cried, and dove forward, grabbing a corner of the blanket. But the Crawley vanished under the bed, and suddenly Flops found herself sliding across the floor at a dangerous pace. Stitch grabbed hold of Flops's legs, and Thea and Lumpy threw themselves on top of the bunny. Together, all 4 were able to hold onto the blanket, each other, and one of the big girl bed's feet. "Well done, Stuffies," called Stitch. "Now pull it back." They slowly began to reel the blanket back out of the glow. "It's working," Theodora exclaimed. "We're doing it." But then there was a great tug, as if some unseen force from within the glow was working against them. And just like that, Lumpy lost his grip on the bed. He only had time to whisper, "Oh no," before all 4 of them were yanked into the purple unknown below the bed. And with that, the light vanished. The bedroom was dark and silent once again, and up on the big girl bed, the sweet little girl held herself and shivered as she slept.
So we finished the mission, and now once that's done, you would go on to the next page, and it says go to section 7-1. So next time we'll play, we'll go on to the next mission and see what goes on there. Did you like the game, Khalessi? Yeah, what did you like about it? You don't know. You did pretty good, you rolled pretty good. You like rolling all the dice, you rolled pretty high. Yeah?
Yeah, do we like the Stuffies too? Like using Stuffies as characters? That's one of the things that Mommy likes.
Yeah.
Having Stuffy characters is fun.
Yeah. What did Teal like about it?
I like the pace of it. I like the fact that you get to pick different colored dice to do different things. I like the Stuffy models. I like lots of stuff about it.
What did you have something you liked about it, Khalessi?
Yeah. What does Mew think?
He liked that he didn't have to pick out the dice himself.
Oh, okay. It's good to have a helper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe next time you can bring another Stuffy and play. We'll see if there's a different Stuffy next game.
I'm not sure if my lion would fit on the table.
No, the lion's too
We'll
big.
see.
We'll see.
We'll
Maybe
see.
when we get lion, I see there's a lion Stuffy character too. Maybe next time we can try.
That'd be cool. The lion could play the lion? That'd be cool.
No, I want to be... No. Mew be the lion.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, I want to be the lion. Mew be the pig.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe next time when we lock them.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You want to say bye?
Say bye. You want to say bye?
Bye.